We welcome you inside the high school gymnasium for the South Putnam Eagles as the 1-0 Eagles of South Putnam get ready to battle the 0-1 North Putnam Cougars in this rivalry contest on this Friday night. You're watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network along with Jan Bozer. I'm John Herrick. Thank you so much for joining us, Jan. A lot is unknown about these teams so far because, well, this is just the second game for them, but these two teams, of course, being rivals and not being far away from one another, lots of history, and it's always fun whenever they get together.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We do know this. One won by 6, the other lost by 6. We do know that in the opener. And we also know that North Put has 7 seniors compared to just 4 for South Put. So, anything and everything can happen in the first couple of games, when you're opening a season. So I think this is a really nice matchup, really, for both boys teams being, so much about, in this area, like a lot of areas, these guys know each other. South Putnam, North Putnam, Greencastle, all these guys all know each other through AAU and open gym. So it's a little more personal.
In the last 35 years, South Putnam leads the all-time series 43-33. And the last time these two teams met, it was in the sectional back on March 3rd of 2021, and North Putnam won that matchup 61-48. As Jan talked about, the opening game for South Putnam was a 62-56 win over Clay City on November 23rd. North Putnam lost their opener at Southmont to begin their season 55-49. The starting lineups for the North Putnam Cougars, they are the team in blue on your screen. Zach Huff, a 5'10 senior who averaged 6 points and 4 assists per game for North Put last year. Ellis Lyons, a 6'2 senior who averaged 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists a year ago. Matt McCargue, a 6'2 senior. Aaron Pickle, a 6'2 senior who was second on the team in scoring a year ago, 15 points, 6 rebounds a game. And Nolan Hackelman gets the start, a 6-foot sophomore who appeared in only 1 game a year ago. The head coach for North Putnam is Vince Brooks. He has a record of 30-22 in his 3rd year at North Putnam. 7 seniors on his roster, 2 juniors, and 4 sophomores. North Putnam last year went 17-8 and lost to Park Heritage in the sectional round. South Putnam comes into this game with a record of 1-0 off of a struggling 2020-2021 campaign where they went 2-13 and lost to this North Putnam team in sectional. They go with Josh Hammond, a 5'11 senior, Drew Hill, a 6'1 sophomore, Austin Branham, a 5'10 junior, Eli Smith, a 6'2 senior, and Jacob Beatles, a 6'4 sophomore. A South Putnam team that is made up of 4 seniors, 3 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. They are wearing their home white jerseys, as you can see right there. Their head coach is Matt Pickerel, who is in his 1st year as the head coach for the Eagles. So far for him a record of 1-0. He is assisted by Steve Smith and Bryce Hill. For North Putnam, their head coach, Vince Brooks, is assisted by Craig Franklin, Greg Lyons, and John Day, along with Tim Tillotson. Aaron Pickle jumping it up against Eli Smith.
Well, John, neither team has a lot of tall, if you will. They got a lot of good 6'2 type players. Nothing wrong with that at all, but neither team has a huge height advantage per se as far as that big guy. So it's pretty even as far as the height is concerned. As you talked about, North Putnam last year, North Putnam, I should say, was 17-8. Let's see how they come back this year.
Fight for the tip. They're going to have to redo that. In the first part of our doubleheader, the South Putnam girls beat the North Putnam girls 65-51. This time Pickle slaps it back, but it's North Putnam not being able to come down with it. Drew Hill grabs it right in front of the North Put bench to give South Put the first possession of the game. And he goes slashing to the basket, draws a foul.
Good way to get things started. If you're on your home court, take it right to the hoop till you get in the groove and get a shot going or two. See, nobody. The problem there is pretty good defense, but nobody got help on the backside for North Putnam.
With Mason Brooks graduating for North Put last year, Aaron Pickle now the leading man for them, and he picks up the first foul. Hill gets South Putnam on the board first. And of course, the nice thing when you're playing at home and the other team makes a mistake, your student section, you can always count on them to have the "you can't do that" chant.
Among others.
Got them both.
Well, you should always hit free throws at a better percentage at your home court. There's something to be said for comfort.
Pickle gets his first touch and cashes in.
Well, that's pretty. Just absolutely used the dribble drive, John, and wheeled himself to 2 points.
And the clock is not running. This was a problem in the last game. The clock is still sitting at 7:49. 3 made by Zach Huff.
Well, he should blow the horn.
Turnover on the other end. There's been about 30 seconds that have gone off the clock, and now they finally did that to have 2 seconds tick off. North Putnam.
Well, it's new for the scoreboard keeper, too. He's only in his first game.
And Lyons knocks down that shot. Third North Putnam Cougar to score already. They lead 7-2. Hill fouled by Lyons.
Immediately defensive pressure by North Putnam.
Matt Pickerel, first-year head coach at South Putnam. Jan, what challenges do you face when you're a first-year head coach at this level?
Well, you want to see what you got. So you probably will rotate more players than perhaps you will down the stretch. You figure out who your rotation is going to be. So you'll play probably a lot of kids just to kind of see where you're at and see how they respond. Certainly seeing kids in practice, that's what you reward them with in the game situation. But while you play well in practice, does not necessarily equate to good gameplay.
Try to dump it to Smith. Smith lost it out of bounds.
But if you don't practice hard and don't play well in practice, your chances of starting certainly aren't there. So it'll certainly be interested.
3 on the way by Hackelman.
Wow. North Putt really kind of just taking off where they left off last year.
And they bring the full court pressure. Saw this a lot in the girls' game. Nearly a steal by Zach Huff.
Well, and what you want to do on the road is what North Putnam is doing is, especially a team that has struggled a little bit, is pressure them, because pressure really amplifies mistakes sometimes.
Ball kicked out by Hackelman. Both these teams in the Western Indiana Conference. North Putnam 72.61 in the Sagarin rating. South Putt 47.47. Eli Smith had it stripped free, got it back. Those ratings basically determine where you're ranked in the entire state.
Well, nobody's cutting to the middle for South Putnam, so everything's outside the perimeter.
Hill can't get the fall away. Yep, over the back called, I believe, on Eli Smith.
Yep, he got called for kind of plowing through the middle there. He was going gangbusters after the basketball and got a little too aggressive and knocked a couple people in there. It was called for the foul.
Lyons again.
Wow, he's got a pretty stroke, doesn't he, John?
3 3-pointers knocked down by North Putnam in the first quarter, one by Huff.
Well, this is the start you want on the road.
The other by Lyons, and Hackelman has the third one. Smith fouled from behind, though, by Ellis Lyons, and that is a big call. That's already his second.
What you want to do when you play on the road is pressure, try to get the early lead, get the crowd out of the game, and so far that's exactly what North Putnam's been able to accomplish. Man-to-man by the Cougars.
Hill shadowed by Hackelman. Hill gets it back on the give and go, can't finish. Rebound, fought for and won by North Putt's Lyons. Lions calls for it, tripped away and stolen by Hill. Hill throws it off the leg.
Great hustle.
Of Lions.
Both players really getting after it.
Braden Monette, 5'9" junior, checking in. He replaces Ellis Lyons. Monette didn't play a lot last year, just one. I believe actually just 4 games where he played. 1 game where he scored in double figures. 3 left corner, does not go down by Smith. Putback doesn't fall either by Branham. Fought for, and the rebound pulled down by Huff. Huff
nice.
With a weave, and he scores.
Very nice. Under control the whole time. Found the opening, and backside help simply wasn't there, and he took advantage of it.
Second foul. They count the basket, and the foul is against Drew Hill.
Just great body control.
And South Putt needs an early full timeout. All North Putt in the boys contest. With less than 6 minutes to play in quarter 1, you're watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Zach Huff was fouled before the timeout, made the layup, so he has an and one opportunity. Can't convert. Griffin Garner, who just checked in for South Putnam, grabs the rebound. Now he's got it.
Well, let's see what adjustments, John, were made out of that timeout.
Smith had his shot rejected, but stays with it as he gets the offensive rebound.
Yeah, and he's a guy goes in there and battles. I like it.
Out of the corner, Monette off target. Hill grabs the South Putt board. Branham leaves it for Garner. Hill back to Garner, lets it fly from distance. Put too much on it.
Yep.
Foul from behind.
Well, the thing I'm seeing here early, at least, and not necessarily dictative of how this whole game will go, North Putt had 5 guys out there just flat out play ball. Could dribble the ball, could move, and a lot of times that at times can be easier to move the ball than when you got some big guys who don't handle the ball near as well. So 5 guys just absolutely playing ball.
Pickle from way outside. Aaron Pickle shot 41% from three-point range last year, and he's already got 5 in this one.
He just looks like a basketball player, doesn't he? Just the way he handles the ball, shoots it.
Are they counting this? They gave him the continuation, it looks like. Okay, now he just came over and signaled that the foul was on McCargue. Now they're saying it's not on the floor. I thought I saw him put his hand down like that, but I guess not.
I think he did. I think it was a karate chop.
When he came over and signaled the call to the scores table, he did not make that
No,
move.
he did
but
not.
he did make it on the initial.
No, I agree.
Drew Hill, tough shot. Fight for the rebound. McCargue was battling with it, and I think he might have shoved Josh Hammond.
Well, right now, South Putnam is certainly playing hard. The thing that's not going real well, and a lot of this is North Putnam's defense. They're not great looks at the bucket, John.
McCargue has to come out. That's his second foul. So he and Lyons both have 2. And he is replaced by Jalen Windmiller, a 6'3" sophomore. Played in just 6 games last year, averaged 1 point per game. Inbound Hammond.
There he is again. Look out.
Smith got the rebound and got right into it with Windmiller.
Well, Smith is the battler inside. You can just tell he's willing to battle with the best of them.
Endeavor Communications offers a variety of internet speeds that fits your family or business needs. Surf the internet faster than ever before with internet speeds up to a gig. Contact us at weendeavor.com for more information. Huff weaves his way through traffic, sends it out to the corner to Hackelman. Short arms the three, but Pickle is right there to get the rebound and draw the foul.
I'll tell you what, I like the way Huff looks for the open man. He gets paint penetration, always has his head up and his eyes open. And see there, that's just a great pass. The defense collapses on him. He has his head up, kicks it out.
Griffin Garner commits the infraction, his first, the fourth on South Putnam. They've committed 4 fouls and 5 for North Putt. That should be, I think that's a shooting foul, right? I mean, Pickle went back up with it. That's what Coach Vince Brooks of North Putnam's trying to plead his case. They're saying it's not a shooting foul.
Nope, calling it on the floor.
Inbound to Hackelman. Monette run off the three-point line. This game started with a couple of quick baskets from Hackelman and Pickle. Then Lyons got in on the act. Pickle again! He's already got 8 points.
Boy, what a nice shot he has. Aaron Pickle, just one of the seniors on this ball club.
21-4, and a body check foul is called on Huff. So, yes, you're up by 17 if you're North Putt. But the one thing that is a bit of a concern is that the fouls are mounting. They've already committed 6 fouls in this first half, 4 for South Putnam. Drew Hill to play it in.
Well, the thing you're seeing here early, and we talked about a lot of seniors on North Putt, that's experience in a lot of cases, not always. And so when you bring experience back to start a season early, that's certainly a big help. Whereas a new coach, new team, sometimes it takes just a little bit of time before you can figure out who can do what and how they can do it. North Putt acts like they're just taking off where they left off last year.
Got off to a good start with the win in game 1. Have not been able to get off to a good start here tonight. Hackelman realizes he made a bad pass. First turnover of the game for North Putt. Each team has turned it over 1 time. Hill lost it. Pickle picks it up. Pickle spins, shoots, and misses. Ball goes out of bounds, though.
Should be white ball, and it is, yeah.
So, Jan, how does South Putnam get back in this?
Well, you're not going to do it by dribble, and that's for sure. And especially North Putt's doing the right thing. They see a young team here still working on a lot of things, and so, as I mentioned earlier, pressure can magnify a lot of weaknesses on a team that's still a work in progress. What South Putt has to do is shorten this game a little bit. They're not going to win this game by getting in a race with North Putt. They got to work the ball, try to get inside, get some good shots, because at least for right now, they're not getting much from outside at all, John.
2 fouls on Pickle. He checks out. 2 on Ellis Lyons. 2 on Matt McCargue. So
when you're not shooting well from outside, you got to get to the free throw line.
Front end
wave that one off.
Yeah, Smith jumped into play. They're saying Lyons shoved him. I don't know about that. I think Smith just got antsy. But
well, if he called a foul, he certainly didn't tell the official. He didn't tell the scorebook. I think, here's what he said. He's saying North Putt was in the lane first with the violation.
So Branham gets to redo that, makes it.
Well, somebody's wanting an explanation.
Well, here's the thing. So he missed that free throw, but they called a lane violation.
Then the ball's dead.
So then, yeah, I think I know what they're going to tell him. They're going to tell him that first shot didn't count because of the violation. So then that shot he just took, he made. So because he made it the front end of the one-on-one, he gets another one.
If North Putt was the lane violation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I think that's
it would have to be. It would have to be, or they would be shooting it again.
Even though Eli Smith got in the lane first.
Yeah, if South Putt did it, you lost the free throw. So it has to be North Putt.
Branham's second one. Missed. There to grab the rebound is Lyons.
The only thing I like to see, I was a basketball official for 8 years, and I always tried to do this, and I like to see officials do it. When there's a call that people don't understand, you go to the PA announcer and let everybody know, because that kind of helps understand what happened.
Lyons hits the three. Monnet gets the steal and lays it in for an and one try. Total domination by the Cougars here in the first period. Drew Hill picks it up. That's his second. 5 team fouls on South Putnam and a 30-second timeout called by the Eagles. They trail 26-5 with 2:44 left in the first quarter. So we'll keep it here and remind you that Endeavor Communications has business phone solutions. More than a phone system, Endeavor offers a hosted unified communication solution that gives businesses the ability to be accessible anytime, anywhere, on any device. Find out more at weendeavor.com. Rivalry game between these two, and it's been all North Putt so far. Aaron Pickle got in on the action. That was one of the threes he hit. There's Ellis Lyons, who's been hot from the outside. He's got 8 points.
Well, once again, you just see North Putt have 5 guys that can play ball. Inside, outside, they're in transition. Defense is solid. Really like the way they're playing, and that's just experience. When you can start good starts. That being said, Southmont got them, so their opening game they lost. So
Drew Hill was the one who fouled Monnet before the timeout. Monnet hit that shot. Cannot make the free throw though. Josh Hammond clears the rebound. Up to Smith, who tiptoes that front logo.
Yeah, good call by official. You allow a little bit, but he just continued. And you don't blame players. What you got to do is test the official early, see how much he's going to tolerate, and then you adjust your defense accordingly, how much he allows you to, to make contact.
That's Nick Hensley, who picks that foul up, one of the 5'11 seniors off the bench. He fouled Austin Branham, but Branham misfires on the free throw. Hensley the rebound, off and running go the Cougars. It was 3-2 early. North Putt led by 1. Then in the blink of an eye, it was 15-2. So they went on a 12-0 run to increase their lead to 13, and that's really where the game got broken open. And a deep shot made by Braden Monnet.
Well, he stood there and engineered that shot. He was ready. If they could get ball rotation, get him the ball, his feet were ready. He was ready to stroke that.
Eli Smith weaving around traffic behind the back with a dribble. Fouls against Jalen Windmiller.
But I'll tell you, I like what he's doing here, though. The only way they're going to get back in this thing when they're not shooting well is to get to the free throw line.
Smith goes to the line. 9 fouls in the first quarter on North Putnam. 5 for South Putnam.
I don't know, maybe you mentioned it in the first game with the girls, but both these clubs, not only do they get to play each other 2 or 3 times, but they're both in the same conference and they play in the same sectional. So they get to know each other pretty well before the end of the year.
Aaron Pickle back in to replace Hensley.
That's smart coaching there. Your players are playing well, get them a little rest, keep their intensity up, get some more depth, working on their game.
Smith leads the way in scoring for South Putnam now after he converts both of those. He has 4. Lions go into work, gives to McCargue. Open 3 for Windmiller, who knocks it down.
They're getting everything now, John.
That is the 6th different North Putnam Cougar to score in the game, and Windmiller gets the steal on the other end.
You can't have much better first period than the Cougars. We heard that one up here.
Foul goes against Josh Hammond. That's his second. 6th on South Putnam, so they are 1 foul away from putting North Putnam in the bonus. Matt Pickerel, the coach for South Putt, does not agree with the call.
Well, you hate to mention it, the new rule this year is at halftime, if there's a 35-point lead, that's running clock in the second. And quite honestly, that's the last thing Southmont needs. They need to play ball.
3 right side by Windmiller. Ball, I guess, hit the wire above the backboard and went out of play, so they give it back to South Putnam. Zach Huff comes back in. Matt McCargue sits down. With some foul trouble here, you've got Lyons, McCargue, and Pickle, all with 2 fouls. So want to make sure Coach Vince Brooks clearly making sure he doesn't have too many guys out there with, doesn't want to get 3 fouls. This one's on the floor.
See, the coach for North Putt saying and we talked about this in the first game, get defensively, get your foot completely out of bounds, and there's no way the offense can go around you. It can't happen. But when you leave any type of space between you and that end line, that player has a right to that real estate.
McCargue, Pickle, Windmiller, and Lyons now all have 2 fouls for North Putnam. Garner cannot hit the first. South Putnam is 5 of 8 from the free throw line, make it 5 of 9. They've only made 1 field goal in this first period. Monett got the rebound. Here goes Pickle.
Oh,
reverse
pretty.
Layup, couldn't finish.
He used the rim as a, if you will, blocker for the, I mean, this young man's everywhere.
Then he comes down and gets the rebound off the Smith miss. What a move by Pickle. Pickle through traffic, almost finished it again, but left it a little bit long.
Well, he used a lot of, he wants the play of the week. That's what he wants. He's using a lot of energy and some great moves, just wasn't able to finish. See how bad people want that play of the week, John?
Yep. We're only in the first quarter. He still has 3 more quarters after this to try to get it. Lyons again. Bullseye! Ellis Lyons fired up after he converts his 3rd 3 of the first quarter. He's got 11. Total dominance by the Cougars. Hammond needs help. Hammond going to work on Lyons. Floats it up and in. Up ahead, Monett got behind the defense, but missed it. They've had like 4 missed layups, and they lead by 26. 2-1, shot at the buzzer, does not go from Austin Branham. All North Putnam this one. Second quarter comes your way next. You're watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Want lightning fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds and game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Of the literally thousands, check that, hundreds, check that. Okay, some sports card shows that are out there in the world. The Andy and Bruno show is the one you should watch, because we have Andy, who's been there and done that, everything in the hobby, and is now a mogul.
Mogul?
Yes.
And we have a guy, Bruno, he talks too much. I can't help it.
Watch the Andy and Bruno show and hear me talk too much.
Yes, and hear me smile.
Pure demolition by North Putnam there in that first quarter. They had 6 different players score. They knocked down a grand total of 9 threes.
Well, let's see if South Putt can settle down here. But I'll tell you, North Putt's defense, if it keeps playing at the level it is, they're making it incredibly hard for South Putt to even get a shot.
And Branham couldn't get a shot to go down there. I mean, just think about that. North Putnam hits 9 3-pointers in the first quarter. South Putnam only has 9 points.
Yeah, they just played on all cylinders, and they did it from the tip-off. Good spacing, good floor, great dribble drives.
Matt McCargue was one of the few North Putnam players to not be in the scoring column. Now he does. He gets in there and commits the steal and then turns it back over. 3 turnovers on both teams.
Here you see, we've talked about the baseline now 2 games straight. And if you don't cut off the baseline, it's the easiest place for people to get penetration to the goal. You've got to either cut off or you get backside help. One of the two have to happen, and if neither happens, it's usually a layup.
Drew Hill commits that foul. He's got 3 already. 3 fouls on the 6'1 sophomore. 7 fouls on South Putnam, so it's 1-1 for North Putt. North Putnam's committed 10 fouls, so South Putnam is in the double bonus. Coach Matt Pickerel of South Putnam not happy about something. He continues to argue with the referee.
Didn't like the foul call. Felt like that it was offensive because he said he felt like North Putnam wrapped the arm around his player and got an advantage. Instead, his player got the foul, so that was the case he was trying to make.
I think it's going to be a while before we see Drew Hill again. He comes out. 2 points for him so far, replaced by Caden Witt, a 5'6 sophomore. One of 3 sophomores on this varsity roster. Hackelman's free throw on the 1-1. Got it. 4 points for Hackelman.
And once again, John, what we're seeing, North Putt has a lot of different players who can do a lot of different things. That makes it really hard to guard.
Got them both. Josh Hammond comes back in. Jacob Beadle sits down. So now you've got a smaller lineup if you're South Putt, and it's kind of like, too, North Putt's already taller than you anyway, and now you're going with a smaller lineup.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hammond looking for something, can't find anything.
Well, North Putnam right now is taking away any outside shot. So if you're South Putt, you got to move the ball, get it inside. And he's going to call double foul. They were going at it.
Yep.
You see that one coming.
Smith not happy.
They were going at it pretty good inside there. Neither team, and I like it, quite honestly. Both players were not going to give. And you can't give. While at times it may cost you a foul, you do not want to allow that offensive player to be over-aggressive where he gets a shot. So you got to hold your ground, and I get it offensively. You want to get something going.
I think it should still be South Putt ball, right?
Well, you go with the arrow. The arrow says North Putt.
Okay,
yep.
Okay, that's right. You're correct. Yep, forgot about the arrow. Lyons has had the hot hand. Short this time, but Pickle gets the offensive board. Pickle through traffic. Got it, and the foul.
Just great body control. He's got good length, and he's very under control type player and uses his long arms to just finish. Take a look at the drive here. Little crossover. See, under control. Keeps the ball above his head. See, the problem a lot of players do, John, is when they bring that ball down, that's where everybody can grab it and deflect it, but he keeps it up high. Much harder to deflect up there.
Pickle was a 76% free throw shooter last year. And he gets up after getting knocked down off the miss.
No.
And Pickle's now limping off a little bit. That's...
Well, what the official called it right. What you do there is he's got to make sure there's no avenue to the basket because you can't stop it unless it's a detriment to injury to a player, and there was not. So he waited and see if South Putt could make any movement towards the basket. They could not, and he called it dead. That's exactly the right way officials supposed to call it.
So Pickle's going to the locker room.
A lot of people don't understand that, but if there's like a fast break and there's an injured player, you have to let, as long as nobody's in danger, you let the play continue. But as soon as there's no movement to the bucket, you call dead ball and then stop the play because of the player on the floor. So he called it absolutely correct.
McCargue just got his 3rd foul. This has been a chippy first half. And I think clearly, Jan, you know, in a rivalry game like this with 2 teams that don't like each other, they see each other so much, you know tempers are going to flare. I think these 3 referees came in tonight with the mindset of we have got to make sure that we, you know,
keep it under control.
Keep it under control, call it tight.
And you do talk about those things in your pregame meeting with the other 2 officials. You do a lot of studying, like announcers do. You understand what you're dealing with.
Branham couldn't get the second. And they call Zach Huff for a lane violation. If you saw, he's number 2 on your screen in blue. He was kind of falling over.
Yeah, he's trying not to, but gravity takes over sooner or later. Here. Yep, touch. I'll tell you, I wouldn't have lasted that long on one toe. I can tell you that. Anyway, to finish the thought there, to your point, you're exactly right. Officials at times, depending on who's playing, will say, we'll call it a little closer. You know, we'll let it play a little bit. Those conversations do happen based upon who's playing.
Up. Misfires, but there's a rebound by Monnett and stolen away by Hammond. Hammond tipped away by Monnett and saved by Caden Witt. Nice play by him, but a bad pass into the forecourt. Grabbed by Huff, leads up the break, lie up with Lions.
Yeah, North Putt sees the floor so well. When they get a steal, they're always got their head up looking for that next pass on a transition bucket.
Lions has 13 to lead the way for North Putnam. And an offensive foul called on the Eagles.
Gotten a little ugly.
Both teams are now in the double bonus. Drew. All these players that are about to check in that the PA announcer just announced are not allowed to check in yet.
I'm not sure why. They were not shooting a free throw. Should be able to come in the ball game.
Zach Huff with the play of the night. The lane violation you're not going to see. You're not going to see too often. Hey, you know what? If you're going to do that, do it in a game you're up by 32.
Yeah.
What are we sorting out here?
Now I think we're shooting free throws is what we're. That's
well, yeah.
Now that makes sense. If they can't come into the ball game if you're shooting free throws.
Yeah. But yeah, we're shooting free throws on every foul the rest of the way because both teams are in the double bonus.
If indeed it was a foul, we're shooting free throws. They cannot come in. That makes sense. But it didn't look like that's what we were doing for a while.
Now they're still trying to sort something out. I don't know what they.
Now they can
now
come
they're
in
letting
we're
them
not
in.
shooting free throws, and I'm not sure unless I know why. It was a player control foul because he did call it offensively, did he not?
Yeah, it was offensive.
So it's player control. You don't shoot. Yep. That's correct. See, that's why I get back to my point earlier.
Yeah.
Let people know what that is.
Yeah.
You know, the fans want to know. Tell the PA guy so that he can announce what the call was.
I got to be honest. That foul seems like it happened an hour ago.
I kind of thought too.
Because
if it's player control, that meaning it's an offensive foul, you don't shoot those for people.
Ellis Lions inbounds, and we are finally back underway.
32-point lead. 3 more points, and we're going to have a running clock starting. It doesn't start until the second half, though.
Malachi Fish, newcomer into the game for North Putnam. 3 by Lions, does not draw iron, and a push in the back is called here on Fish.
I'm not sure I'm right about that. We had that the other night. Does it start? I mean, it may start as soon as they get 35. I'm not. I have to think of. I think
it's not until after halftime.
Yeah, it's after halftime. That's what I thought. I thought I was right the first time around. It's a new rule this time. I had to think about the difference between this and football.
That was a defensive foul on the push from behind by Fish. So 2 free throws for Caden Witt.
So if North Putnam were to get a 35-point lead, it wouldn't take effect unless they had it during the halftime or going into the second half. Got it right that time. We've already had that rule. This early boys season, we've already seen it once.
Nolan Hackelman just came out. South Putnam 8 of 13 from the free throw line in the first half. So 8 of their 12 points have come from the foul line. He was all by himself. Easy shot made for Malachi Fish. I think he caught it with surprise that nobody was behind him. Eli Smith had to go tracking it down, working it up against Hensley. Smith, contact, offensive foul on Smith. Well, you know he's kind of the instigator a little bit, so the North Putnam fans are going to take extra delight in that as he runs over Fish.
He's a strong young man, getting in his way. He's going to battle you. Give him credit for that.
Fish gets it back in. So Aaron Pickle has returned to the lineup. Pickle slashes in, leaves it a little bit short. Remember, he came off and went to the locker room, tipped it, almost got it back. And North Putnam losing their first game of the season, and they had a while to sit around and think about it. That was November 24th at Southmont. I think they're counting that.
Count the bucket.
That is
good call. Good call, I think, and the young man does a good job of taking it to the hoop. Get the N1 play.
Hensley picks up the foul. Give the bucket to Drew Hill. Ellis Lyons leaves. Cannot get the free throw to go down. Pickle the rebound. 14 fouls on North Putnam here in the first half, 10 on South Putnam. Huff.
Tough shot.
Hammond clears the rebound, finds Smith on the attack. Smith lays it in.
I'll tell you one thing about Smith. While he's had a couple of hard fouls, he's played hard his whole game.
All alone for three. Knocked down by Malachi Fish. He's got 5. Only didn't play in a game last year in varsity. And there's a layup missed by Zach Huff. Up ahead, here comes Garner. Garner blocked. Pickle had it tipped. And we have a whistle.
Well, you just don't know what to expect here early, John, with both ball clubs playing just one game. I'm not sure I expected this, but wow, it's just been North Putnam doing just about anything and everything they wanted to do, at least here in this first half.
Gardner makes the first of 2. "12-0 run by North Putnam the first quarter. Before you knew it, it was 15-2. Then it was 23-4. And
well, let's not forget this North Putnam ball club's lost their opener too.
Smith tips that one away.
And here's what you got to guard against. You got to guard against start playing a little sloppy. You want 3:11, now 3:10 left here in the first half.
It doesn't go down. Pickle the rebound. Pickle off and running. Pickle going. Zach Huff. Pickle with the turnaround. Got his own rebound. Pickle blocked, but a foul now.
Great body control by Pickle. Like the way he plays the game. Really uses his body well. Good length, under control. Take a look how he uses his body. Instead of going over the back, he goes around. Dips his shoulder a little bit. Could have caught a foul there offensively, but didn't.
Eli Smith already has 4 fouls. Keep calling fouls at this rate. Both these teams are going to be on their 3rd and 4th stringers in no time. Smith leaves. Griffin Garner back in to replace him. Pickle hits both of them. He's got 12. Lyons leads the way with 13 for North Putnam, whose lead is now 32. Huff tips the pass away, nearly got the steal, stepped out of bounds.
And John, when you talk about this Western Indiana Conference, it's a huge conference. There's a lot of teams in this thing. And these are just two, if my memory serves me, maybe 10 or 11 in this conference. I was
11.
right. I like when I'm right, John.
I do too.
That's a big conference, isn't it? 2A.
Indian Creek, West Vigo, Brown County, Cloverdale, North Putt, Sullivan, Edgewood, Owen Valley.
I'll tell you, I know one thing. I'm going to leave, and knowing number 21 has been impressive.
Aaron Pickle just hit his third three of the game, and a steal for Malachi Fish. Pickle again.
It's a little short.
Offensive rebound, though. Hensley, three by Huff, off target. Hammond the rebound. And then South Putt, Greencastle, Northview, Owen Valley. Those are the teams that round out the Western Indiana Conference.
That's a big conference.
Out of the corner, Hammond way offline. Hensley the rebound, and Drew Hill was all over him. I think that's 4 on Hill. "28 combined fouls in the first half.
That is a bunch. This first half has taken a while to compete.
And Hill and Smith, 2 of the 5 starters for South Putnam, each have 4, and we're not even through one half of play.
And John, you mentioned the teams in this conference. The teams in this sectional, it'll be held right here at South Putnam is Southmont, Riverton Park, South Putnam, Cascade, Cloverdale, Park Heritage, and North Putnam. Those are all the teams that will play in the South Putnam sectional 43 this year.
Hensley gets in the scoring column. Pickle checks out. So does McCargue. They get a nice ovation from the North Putnam fans who made the trip over. And Hensley couldn't get that one to go. Garner the rebound. Hensley did the right thing, though. Followed his own shot. Knew something was wrong when he let it fly. Travel.
Yep.
On Caden Witt.
I think he was anticipating somebody flying in front of him, and it didn't happen. He should have just went straight up and he got the layup.
Tonight's game, by the way, being broadcast on the ISC Sports Network in partnership with Endeavor Communications as Hensley knocks down the 3. Send us a note on social media or give us a call to let us know. Endeavor Communications, weendeavor.com. Layup made.
Good ball rotation by South Putnam.
Griffin Gardner with his first field goal. He has 4. Fish backing his way in, going to work. Malachi Fish.
Didn't use the glass there. Did everything right. Good ball fake. Didn't use the glass.
Caden Witt with the rebound for North Putnam. Hammond trying to get something going. Garner tries to drive, gets bodied up by Fish. Fish with his second foul.
Coaching staff for North Putt saying, hey, get your hands up. What happens is you get a little tired. We're near the end of this first half, and legs get a little tired. Your hands go down. It's a really good coaching point by North Putnam. Get the hands up.
Of the 21 points scored by South Putnam in this half, now 12 of them have come from the foul line. 12 of the 22. .20 seconds remaining in the first half. Hackelman out to a three-point shooting Monett, who got his own rebound. Monett back up strong, doesn't get it. Witt gets the rebound in traffic with 5. Now here's Branham. Up shot at the backboard, missed. Rebound by Lyons. And his shot goes wide of the mark to end the first half, which was dominated by the North Putnam Cougars. They lead at 57-46. 22 as they try to get their first win of the season. Our halftime show coming your way in just a moment on the ISC Sports Network.
In a small community like ours, shopping locally can make a big difference. Did you know you can shop locally for your home internet? While you're powering your devices with super fast fiber internet, you also get to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Every dollar you spend on our services goes to making our town a better place to live, work, and play. You're helping us support local education, build a stronger sense of community, and keep money right here in our local economy. Thank you for choosing your local internet provider. We're proud to keep you connected.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not going to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All North Putnam in that first half. Big reason why. That man on your screen, Aaron Pickle.
Yes, sir.
The 6'2" senior leading the way with 15 points. And this was a close game for about the first couple minutes when it was 3-2 North Putnam. And then they opened it up on a 12-0 run to extend their lead to 15-2. And then it was 18-4. And then it was 29-7. And it was a coast all the way through the second quarter that establishes what will appear to be a running clock in the second half. But Jan, this was a physical game. Yes, we're showing you the highlights, but that doesn't accurately indicate how much the clock was stopped with 28 combined fouls. Shows how chippy the game was.
Yeah, but this young man here just flat out put on a show. He was inside, he was outside. And the thing I liked about him, he let the game come to him. He didn't really force a lot, but within the confines of his teammates and this offense, he just really played well in that first half.
He has 15 points to lead the way for North Putnam. They had 9 different players score. Ellis Lyons, the other double-figure scorer with 13. Nolan Hackelman, Braden Monett, Zach Huff all have 5. 4 for Nick Hensley and 3 for Jaden Windmiller. 2 for Matt McCargue. Several guys in foul trouble, but again, up 35 points. South Putnam led by Griffin Garner and Eli Smith, who each had 6. Drew Hill with 4. Austin Branham with 3. 2 for Josh Hammond and 1 for Caden Witt. And if you're South Putnam now, yes, you're 1-0 and struggling in this one, but the second half, a chance for you to try to build on something you got going there.
Well, this is only game 2, and that's what he's in there talking about. Listen, while, guys, we did not play well at all. Give a lot of credit, obviously, to North Putnam, but this is game 2. And so we're not interested in the scoreboard right now. We're interested in getting better each possession, and that's what they're talking about. You got to move the ball a little better. You can't force shots. and you've got to take what a defense gives you. If they're extended, you got to go inside. If they're in the paint, then you rotate and get something outside.
Tonight's game being broadcast on the ISC Sports Network in partnership with Endeavor Communications. Send us a note on social media or give us a call to let us know. WeEndeavor.com. 57-22, all North Putnam in this one. Second half action from South Putnam when we come back in just a moment on the ISC Sports Network.
Well,
irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Want lightning-fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town, so you can download huge files in a flash, stream videos at blazing speeds, and game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Of the literally thousands, check that, hundreds, check that. Okay, some sports card shows that are out there in the world. The Andy and Bruno show is the one you can watch, you should watch, because we have Andy, who's been there and done that, everything in the hobby, and is now a mogul.
Mogul.
Yes.
And we have a guy, Bruno, he talks too much. I can't help it.
Watch the Andy and Bruno show and hear me talk too much.
Yes, and hear me smile.
In a small community like ours, shopping locally can make a big difference. Did you know you can shop locally for your home internet? While you're powering your devices with super fast fiber internet, you also get to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Every dollar you spend on our services goes to making our town a better place to live, work, and play. You're helping us support local education, build a stronger sense of community, and keep money right here in our local economy. Thank you for choosing your local internet provider. We're proud to keep you connected.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not going
before.
to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is game time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
What's your last name, Sam? Wah, got it. All North Putnam in this one, 57-22 over South Putnam in this rivalry game. South Putnam under a first-year head coach. And along with Jan Bozer, I'm John Herrick. And Jan, what do you think South Putnam first-year head coach Matt Piccolo told his team in the locker room?
Well, it's a tough one. It's the first tough for a first-year head coach, and tough when you're at home as well, because you don't want this to happen on your home court, especially this early. But if I'm taking a wild guess, if I'm him, he's not talking about the score. He's talking about, here's what I want to do. Here's what we should do. We're playing the next half, not the first half. So let's go out and play our best, half this time.
Drew Hill got to be careful, playing with 4 fouls. 3 by Josh Hammond off the mark.
And they've already stopped the clock for the first time. They're not supposed to. The official.
That foul, by the way, was on Ellis Lyons, his 3rd. Huff unloads a 3. Hammond the rebound. Eli Smith's got to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. Again, there were 28 combined fouls in the first half. 9 3-pointers hit by North Putnam in the first quarter when South Putnam had just 9 points.
Good way to start the second half by South Putnam. Nice little drive.
Eli Smith has 8 points after that bucket to lead the way for South Putt, and a steal. Branham on the break. 3 out of the right side. Lipped out from Hammond. Lyons feeling it tonight.
Oh, wow.
His 4th 3 of the game. He's got 16.
And when you can extend the offense as far out as North Putnam can shooting the 3, that really makes it difficult defensively, especially because if you come out on them, they dribble drive.
Pickle with the steal. Pickle on the move. Saved from going out of bounds by Hill, but Huff was right there. Huff nearly threw it away, but Lyons slows it down. Huff is all by himself now and hits.
Wow, another 3.
His second 3 tonight. He's got 8. 63-24 North Putnam. Floating shot missed by Jacob Beatles. For a second, I thought Lyons was going to pull that.
He acted like he was, didn't he?
Pickle spinning, shooting, fouled. He heads to the line. Eli Smith is done.
There you see the little spin move.
Caden Witt and Griffin Garner check back in. Smith's night is done. And Branham checks out. Don't miss our Secrets for Santa broadcast tomorrow from Brownsburg.
Should be a fun day of basketball.
A lot of good teams in that.
I got to get up early. You used to get to sleep in.
I do get to sleep in. Pickle converts the first of 2.
Me and Ron Connett will have the first couple games. You have like 3 after me.
Yep.
Who you with?
I'm Pete Smith, and then Mike Broughton.
All right.
2 of our games are on MyNDTV, the 3 and the 445 contest. But all of them are on the ISC Sports Network.
My first one's Brownsburg and Plainfield. That should be a good one.
That last basket for South Putnam was for Drew Hill. Yeah, they got the running clock thing down fine.
Yeah, you stop it on free throws.
You don't stop it on anything else.
Right. Quarters, obviously. Injuries and free throws.
North Putnam bringing that full court pressure. You might wonder why they're doing that, but it's like they're still trying to install their system, get things figured out.
Sure they are. This is game 2. They need to know how, when they play some really tough teams, they're going to be, their MO, because they're not overly tall, is press, press, press. That's what their MO is going to be.
Hammond had the basket on the other end, 3.
That's actually a good point, John, because a lot of people, why are they pressing? Because this is game 2, and you've got to perfect this when you play against better teams.
And also, you've played almost your entire roster because of so many fouls that have been called. Noah Hackelman gets tabbed with his second. That is the second foul on North Putt in this half. Not free throw time yet. Hammond inbounding.
And the problem you get a little bit, especially because this is a new rule this year for the running clock after a certain point, is they got
22. It's going to be so hard to say. 2021-22 season.
Yeah.
When we talk about this year's basketball season.
Good spin move by South Putnam.
Drew Hill with his 8th point. On the attack, taking it strong, Huff, but I think Huff got called for the offensive foul. Yep, they're pointing the other direction. Huff with his second. That's the 3rd foul on North Putnam.
Well, the thing I've talked about really almost this whole game so far, at least for North Putnam, is their spacing. They start out immediately with really good spacing, forces the defense to make a decision early. Are you going to sag? You're going to come out. If you're going to come out, we're going to dribble drive. You better get help side. So they make it difficult for the defense because they always challenge him to make a decision.
Nifty spin move by Drew Hill. Couldn't finish, though. Got his own rebound out to Witt. Witt put too much on that. Pickle the rebound. His pass deflected. Hackelman comes down with it. 3 by Lyons again. Lipped out. Hackelman grabs the rebound. Gives North Putnam another crack at it. Pickle inside. Powers his way up for 2 and gets the foul.
Well, that's great patience and great court awareness because they waited. Lyons waits and waits until Pickle makes a break and then the perfect pass. Take a look at it. Here's Lyons, Pickle inside. Nicely done.
That foul is on Josh Hammond, his 3rd. 2nd foul on South Putnam in this half. He has 19 points. Give him 20. 70-31 North Putnam. Layup good by Austin Branham. His first second-half bucket, giving him 5. South Putnam's been led by Eli Smith in scoring, but he fouled out. Hackelman with a nifty move.
Yeah, that's just too easy.
Noah Hackelman's got 9. Cash, Clayton Cash, a 5'11 senior in the game, lost the handle on it, got it back. Going down to the ground, we got a foul. Actually, jump ball, possession arrow favors North Putnam.
And John, you know the thing that you've mentioned and you certainly see is North Putt, while certainly with the big lead, but they were going to their bench in rotation even early on. And they have played a lot of people, and you certainly would in a game like this. But I think for them, that just does nothing but builds confidence and gets some depth going.
Lyons slashes in and scores. Lyons has been getting it done from 3-point range a lot tonight. That time with a deuce. He has 18. Hammond tripped. That's Hackelman's 3rd and the 4th on North Putnam in this half. Austin Branham to play it in from the side. North Putnam led by 35 at half. They outscored North Putnam. North Putnam outscored South Putnam, 22-13 in that 3rd quarter. Hammond offline on the 3. Pickle the rebound, and then he gets fouled.
Pickle very active on the offensive and defensive glass. Under a minute now here in the 3rd period.
And Austin Branham with his second, team's fourth. 40 seconds left in the third quarter of a game that's now running clock. Reach in foul on Branham. Give him 3. Lions. Well, he had Hackelman open for a second. Now Pickle from way out there, and Aaron Pickle.
How about that? There's your play of the week right there.
I think Aaron Pickle shot that ball from Fort Wayne.
Yes, he did.
Aaron Pickle with 23 points. And North Putnam's lead is 44 as we head to quarter number 4 on the ISC Sports Network.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Utter dominance by North Putnam as this game is on a running clock. Finger roll in by Josh Hammond, giving him 7 points.
Well, you always talk about in sports, and more specifically I think basketball than in a lot of sports, is once a team gets kind of in a comfort zone, they just play loose, and North Putnam was able to do that early.
Matt Farrington, 5'10" sophomore, seeing his first action. He's number 4 in blue on your screen. 5 timeouts remaining for North Putt if they want to use them. 3 for South Putt. Apparently that ball was last touched by South Putnam. Okay, now they say North Putnam ball or South Putnam ball.
Well, here's what they called. They called jump ball and went to possession arrow.
Okay,
that's
all right.
what they.
I thought it went out of bounds first.
Yeah, they couldn't. None of the officials had a good look at it, so then they went to it's a jump ball. And
okay.
And then it becomes possession arrow.
That's right. Yeah. So if you're watching at home, if you're a referee and you can't decide what the play is, it's a jump ball, and you go to the possession arrow. That's if there's ever a moment in a game where referees cannot decide or can't.
Or they didn't see it.
Out.
I mean, there's times where you're blocked or somebody just can't see it. That's a little less likely when there's 3 officials, but used to happen a little more with 2. But at times it happens. You're watching 10 players, a basketball, listening to 2 coaches, and so at times you don't see everything, believe it or not.
Nick Hensley just got his 3rd. 15 foul on North Putnam, so no free throws yet. Hammond inbounds. Ball picked 3 by Huff. Lyons goes down to get it. They might be getting Witt with the foul here. Yep, Caden Witt. Picking up his first. And North Putnam continues to empty out their bench. Braden Monette. Will Bieshler checks in. Malachi Fish heads to the bench. Ellis Lyons goes out there too. I think we've probably seen the last of Ellis Lyons. He and Aaron Pickle leading the way tonight. Lyons with 18, Pickle with 23, so they have 41 of the 77 North Putnam points. After the missed shot, ball trickles out of play, and South Putnam gets it back.
Well, North Putnam will play at Edgewood. They're on a 4-game road trip. They'll play at Edgewood tomorrow night, and then at Sullivan on December the 10th. Edgewood's 0-2 as of tonight.
And South Putnam is playing conference games for every game up through December 17th.
Okay, did my eyes see just what I thought I see?
I'm not sure.
He just shot a half-court shot, and I'm not sure why. I don't know that I've ever seen that. I'm not sure why he did that. I don't know why. He literally took one step above the 10-second line and shot it.
Barrington ends up hitting the three.
Have we seen it all now tonight, John?
Yeah, we've seen just about it all.
I've not seen that
Gardner.
before. I've seen it with last-second shots, but not in the offense. Now, Luke Brown used to shoot pretty far out.
He did.
Now at Ball State.
Griffin Garner hit that turnaround. He has 8. Eli Smith, the senior for South Putnam, fouled out. And Drew Hill's been playing with 4. Monette.
And this is what I tell people. I said, there's a reason teams shoot, good teams will shoot 37, 38% behind the three-point line. Eventually, it evens itself out a little bit. Certainly, the North Putnam has shot pretty well from behind there.
Will Bichler gets his. We're going to get one more look at that half-court shot.
Here it is. I've never seen that.
Like he's in practice.
I've never.
Like Zach Huff's in practice.
I used to do that on my PS3 all the time because I just wanted to see if I could hit it, but I've never seen it in the middle of a high school game. I mean, sure, you see the last-second launches, but we were in the middle of a 4th period. I don't know what was going on. I'd love to hear why he did that.
Endeavor Communications offers a variety of internet speeds that fits your family or business needs. Surf the internet faster than ever before with internet speeds up to a gig. Contact us at weendeavor.com for more information.
Three-pointer, John, by Hensley.
So Nick Hensley with his second 3 of the night. He's got 7. And Farrington just picked up his first. Now the clock will stop.
Yep.
For free throws for Drew Hill, front end of a 1-and-1. Hill is 3 of 3 at the line tonight. Now he takes over as the leading South Putnam scorer with 9.
Yeah, I think what happens now with South Putnam is they just move on. You just got to put this game behind it. Obviously, North Putnam played just probably as well as they can play this early, and South Putnam. You just put this game behind you and look forward to the next one and continue to work to get a little bit.
Zach Dorsett for South Putt just checked in. He is a 6'1" freshman seeing his first action for the Eagles. Fish had it knocked free, got it back. Off line for the 3. Mason Garriott banks it in.
Did he call the glass?
Mason Garriott, 5'8" sophomore, into the game and right away makes his presence felt.
How many threes we got tonight for North Putt, John?
Oh, my gosh.
Do you got a number on that? I thought maybe you knew. I know it's a lot. I lost track of how many total for a while.
$18 threes.
That's a bunch.
18 threes, 9 of which were made in the first period.
That is a bunch. You know the thing about it, South Putnam actually in the second half has played a little better. Got the free throw line a few times. Their shot selection a little better. So I think you take little small victories while you go, well, that's not much. Well, it's a work in progress.
Hill made the first, missed the second, rebounded by Farrington. On the 3, a deep one tried by Garriott, missed.
Not sure what that call was.
The ball went over the top of the backboard, or it hit like one of the wires on the top.
It has to hit the wire.
Yeah.
If it goes over the top, it's a dead ball.
Yeah.
And if it hits the top, it's nothing. It has to, unless it goes all the way over.
I think they must have said it went over.
Yeah,
So.
if it's a dead ball. But if it hits a lot of people think if it hits that top up there, it's dead. And it's not, as long as it comes back into play. If it goes all the way over, then it's a dead ball. Other team gets the ball. I'm giving you a little referee.
Yeah, but also that's a judgment call by the ref, and sometimes,
Judgment for what? If it goes over?
Yeah.
How's it a judgment if it goes
over
the backboard?
Well, I'm saying sometimes I've seen them say that it went over when it went back in. I once saw a referee call it out of play when it bounced back in. He called it out before it came back in.
Yeah, and to your point, a lot of it depends if it hits anything other than the backboard.
Right.
If it hits any restraint or anything, it's a dead ball. But
Steal?
But the rule says if it hits the top, comes back in play, it's just a live ball.
It's just a live
if
ball.
it goes over, it's a dead ball.
Hammond for three, way off, but right there for the rebound is Dorsett.
Under a minute.
Mason Garriott going for two this time. Man, can't get it. Dorsett the rebound. In the second half, South Putnam has scored 20 points. They had 22 at half. 31 points in the second half for North Putnam. Hammond jockeying for position. Cash loses it. Monette up ahead. Monette can't get it. Fish the rebound. Out to Hensley for another three try.
I'll tell you what, another thing about North Putnam, they are super unselfish. They're always looking to find somebody open. I like that a lot. 17 seconds.
And another three try.
Hey.
Good by Garner. He's got 11. And all North Putnam has to do this time is dribble out the clock, which they will. What a statement win by the North Putnam Cougars to come in and get their first win of the season over their rival, the South Putnam Eagles, beating them 88-45. So the South Putnam girls win the first part of our doubleheader, but the North Putnam boys roll in the boys portion of our doubleheader. Scoring in the ball game. The big scores for North Putt. They got 23 out of their 6'2 senior, Aaron Pickle. Paced by Ellis Lyons right behind him with 18. And 8 for Zach Huff, 7 for Nick Hensley, 9 for Nolan Hackelman. Those are just some of the big scores for them. 11 for Griffin Garner to lead the way, and 11 for Drew Hill as well. And North Putnam just got the Putnam County bucket.
Yeah,
So-
the girls played for a paddle, and the boys played for a bucket. I like that. A little rivalry game, puts a little extra something on the line for the game. How about that?
And North Putt's got to feel great about that. Your final thoughts on this one, Jan?
Well, it's just one of those games where North Putnam just came out, and I'm not sure how they play any better than they did, but certainly it's a game that they wanted because of their loss to get in, play well early, and boy, when you shoot whatever number you said, the three-pointers, 18 or 19, you can't ask more than that. And South Putnam, quite honestly, just did not play very well at all at first. It's a young team, and the two, when you get a team that's not playing very well and the other team's playing exceptional, you get 88-45. That's what we had tonight.
Big thanks to all of our crew. Jake Morris, our director, Sam Waugh on the graphics, our camera operators, Becca Kelly, Aaron Siders, and Eldon Wheeler. And for my partner, Jan Bozer, I'm John Herrick saying so long from South Putnam, your final of the boys contest. North Putnam 88, South Putnam 45. You've been watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Want lightning fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds. And game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Of the literally thousands, check that, hundreds, check that. Okay, some sports card shows that are out there in the world. The Andy and Bruno show is the one you should watch, because we have Andy, who's been there and done that, everything in the hobby, and is now a mogul.
Mogul.
Yes.
And we have a guy, Bruno, he talks too much. I can't help it.
Watch the Andy and Bruno show and hear me talk too much.
Yes, and hear me smile.